big pieces.
Is this not helping?
No, it's helping. It's just you don't have to wind back so far. You just want to do it.
Hello friends, welcome to Fork Anna Spoon. I'm Anna Demopoulos and I'm so excited to have you here with me today. We are going to be making one of my childhood favorites, which is lumpia. It's basically egg rolls from the Philippines and it has ground pork and cilantro and carrots, and it's just one of my favorites because you can basically have it with anything that you make in the Philippines. So stay tuned. My sister's going to be joining us today to teach me how my mom used to make it when we were little, and I'm so excited because I've always really wanted to learn how to make it. So stay tuned and I can't wait for you to learn with me.
So today I'm going to be showing Anna how to make lumpia the way our mom used to make. We're going to use a pound of extra lean ground pork, 1 small yellow onion, 5 medium-ish cloves of garlic.
And that's depending on how much garlic I think you like in your food, right?
And then we're going to use an egg to bind everything together. And we're going to use a 1/4 bunch of cilantro, and we're going to take them off the stems and just use the leaves.
And then we have these carrots. They're called rainbow carrots that we just got in our Farm Fresh to You delivery yesterday. Farm Fresh to You is a great service we have here in Sonoma County where they take a lot of local produce and they deliver it right to your door. So if you want to check out Farm Fresh to You, I'm going to leave a code below that'll give you $10 off your first box. Just make sure that you check out the code below and then enter that at checkout. So to get started, I think we're just going to prep the ingredients. How are we going to chop these carrots?
So the carrots and the onions and the cilantro are going to be a really, really small dice, almost a mince, because you want them to be the same size for the lumpia.
So right now we're going to cut up these 2 small carrots, 1 small yellow onion, and then pick the leaves off the cilantro, so we'll be right back. So now we've chopped up all of our ingredients. You have your onion, your carrots, your cilantro, your garlic. We have our ground pork right here in this bowl. We have some salt, pepper, and this egg to bind everything together. As you can see, I put my hair up. I just washed my hands. I'm terrified of touching meat and raw eggs. It's just not something I've ever really done. So Ina's gonna show me basically how to do it in the safest way possible, which started with getting my huge hair out of my face and rolling my sleeves up.
Okay, grab your bowl.
Grab our bowl.
And you're gonna want to make a little indentation in the middle.
Okay, indentation in the middle.
Just so there's something to hold the egg to go all the way through.
Okay, so as you can see, I basically have made this bread bowl out of the meat.
Kind of. It's like a meat
bowl.
Okay, so I'm gonna crack it off the board, and then we're just gonna go ahead and do this.
Okay.
And then you are going to put everything in there.
Okay, so I'm just going to grab this right here.
So now what you want to do is pick everything up from the bottom and bring it back to the top. So you're gonna go like this.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in a circular motion. Okay.
Careful to just hold everything in together.
Oh, that yolk just broke. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it, you guys.
So,
all in.
Because it's a little bit extra lean, the pork's not gonna bind together right away, so you wanna use your fingers and kind of just massage the ground pork with all of the vegetables so that it starts to come together.
I wish you guys could smell this. It smells so fresh. So now that we've kind of have everything mixed together, I think it's time to season this, and Ina's going to help me since it's not safe to touch anything when you're touching raw meat.
Correct. So we're gonna do about 2 tablespoons of salt. Kind of depends on how you like it. So you're gonna go ahead and do 1, 2, and a half for good luck. And then we're going to use some freshly ground black pepper with our little pepper cracker here. There's a bit of like
a little bit of spice and a little kick in there. Okay.
So you want to get all of that stuff in the bowl. There you go. Now that it's all seasoned,
It's all ready
I'm
to
going to
go.
show Anna a trick, and I'm going to use my hands, and she's going to be able to do this after I'm done.
Anna and I have switched places only because she's going to teach me how to make sure everything's kind of compact and ready to go.
So I learned this trick in school when I was taking a dim sum class, and all you do is you're going to scoop up all of that meatball-y stuff, and you're going to slam it into the bowl. And some stuff's going to keep flying, and that's alright. So we're going to switch spots again.
Ooh.
So you want to make sure you're slamming it when you're towards the bowl already so that stuff doesn't fly around too much.
You do this just a few times and then pretty much it's ready to go to get wrapping.
So we've transferred the pork mixture into a smaller bowl, and that's going to allow the pork and the seasonings and all of those ingredients to mix together, and we've wrapped it, and we're going to go ahead and put it into the refrigerator for about 30 minutes to let everything mix together. Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and prepare the lumpia wrappers, because that takes a little bit of time, and 30 minutes will be plenty of time to separate the delicate little pieces of wrapper, and then we'll go ahead and start wrapping.
Our mom's lumpia is a little different because she leaves it open. It allows it for the meat to cook all the way through, and it kind of gives that extra crunch at the end because you're not closing everything off. So I used to volunteer my mom for all kinds of events when I was in elementary school. One time I volunteered her for our multicultural event. It was a whole day where, you know, students who were from different cultures, they had like a whole booth and they made all kinds of food. I was not a huge fan of cooking yet when I was about 7 years old. And so my sister and my mom stayed up until 3 a.m. because I volunteered them to. And I was just sleeping. So we're just gonna keep rolling these up and we'll get right to frying. Okay, so now we have everything wrapped up. We have about 31 pieces right here on this platter. While we were wrapping, we were heating up about 1 inch of vegetable oil in a medium-sized pan, just enough to shallow fry the egg rolls, meaning we're not completely immersing the lumpia right into the oil. We're going to have to flip it, but that way you can kind of control the oil that's getting into your lumpia. So we're going to go ahead and get started.
Once the oil is ready, you're going to want to go ahead and find the seam of your lumpia, which is where the paper ended, and you're going to go ahead and put that side down.
Once it's evenly golden brown on all sides of the lumpia, it's ready to go into just a container right here with a paper towel on it, just so you can get that excess oil off. So while Ina's back there frying up the lumpia, I went ahead and started wrapping all the excess ones, only because there's just the two of us and we don't need to fry all of them, because honestly guys, lumpia is best served fresh. So what you can do is wrap them up in the saran wrap just like this, stack them up and throw them in the freezer. They'll be ready for you to fry up anytime you're craving your lumpia, or if you're going to transfer them and you want to make them and fry them at a different location or at a party, this is the best way to kind of preserve them and make sure that they are as fresh as possible when you serve them to guests. There you have it. We have our lumpia right here, the way our mom used to make it. It has that kind of rustic feel since it's not a closed lumpia, and it's awesome because you get to just garnish it with some cilantro, put the chili sauce on the side. We had some edible flowers that were sent to us by Farm Fresh to you, so we just kind of added that for a little color on the plate, but that's basically all it takes to make lumpia. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're vegetarian and you want to see a vegetable lumpia, comment below and let me know, and we'd be happy to film that for you. So anyway, I'll see you guys next time, and don't forget, life is a table and there's always room at mine for you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Yeah. The way our mom sounds so
Lumpia. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.